Cose has been an amazing organization and everything that, that they kind of regenerate to try to keep it new and exciting. But I think the basis is that it's always getting people in touch with other people.
I remember in the early days, I was complaining that people were joining just for the health care. And finally it occurred to me about the third year, I'm not a fast learner, that somebody said, look, get them in one way and they'll get help from these other things because they'll realize you're more than just a broker for group purchasing. And, that's exactly what happened many, many times. People would join for one reason, but saw the benefits across the board.
Health insurance may have been the reason people might have joined Cose in the past. And that's a good thing. We're happy that partnership enabled them to get a very important benefit for their employees. But I'm positive that small business owners realize pretty quickly the other things that Cose does for them, just to advocate on their behalf. Individually, none of them could probably do it. But collectively, you're a strong voice for small business, and I'm sure it's made a difference.
One of the things that in 2004, when I became chair, that we were really starting to realize as an organization was the need to be more comprehensive in our approach to small business. We'd really mastered and done a great job with helping small businesses save money, and we really recognized the need to look at that in a more full way in terms of support, education, networking, training, and so forth.
In the last 15 years, I've seen more from Cose across the board. I've seen them expand their product network, but more than that, Cose and Cose's leadership has jumped into a portfolio well beyond products and really into the community itself, both from an advocacy standpoint, but also from the various economic development programs that exist in our communities.
Cose's voice for small business is critically important on so many different levels. Cose is such a rich organization in so many different areas, whether it be advocacy or wellness or workers' comp.
Initially, healthcare. Healthcare was very important. And so that was one of the resources that I knew of. But then more importantly than that, because some of the other resources became more important because of the networking and the access to people.
I first got involved with Cose as a result of participating in a business plan challenge. So as a result of that, we were able to really get familiar with Cose and all of the events and all of the support that is available to small businesses, which over the years has really helped us in terms of our growth and moving forward.
I didn't join Cose for the healthcare. We get that through the company my husband works for. So that wasn't one of my motivators for joining Cose. My reason for joining Cose was all the other things that Cose provides, the networking opportunities, the educational courses, that anyone can go to and really be reminded of things or even learn things that you don't already know. The volunteer opportunities, really, to be able to give back and get involved with people on a different level.
Having someone to represent a small business, especially in my industry, is critical. The regulations and the codes and just the paperwork requirements are sometimes overwhelming, and we really need organizations like Cose to advocate for small businesses.
Small business people on their own are dragged in so many different directions, and it's difficult for them to be able to focus on a lot of things that are important to them that the government is involved with. By having an organization like Cose that brings together so many different small businesses, thousands of small businesses, we can take that collective voice and be heard much more loudly when we're speaking to representatives.
I never really understood until I got more entrenched in Cose how important small business was to the ecosystem of economic development in Northeast Ohio.
I do not think there is a community in the country that's ever had as much economic development funding from the core small business community as Cleveland has experienced in the last 30 years. We've not only seen the participation increase dramatically, we've seen small business leaders actually become the chair of regional economic development organizations that were initially considered to be things that only big businesses played at. And that's a dramatic change. And guess what? They're doing a great job at it.
The involvement of small business in Northeast Ohio to civic issues is simply crucial. I mean, when you look at the things we've just been facing as a region over the last 6 to 18 months, when you look at the Cleveland Schools Transformation Plan, when you look at the passage of the Health and Human Services levies, the Cleveland School levies, the library levy, small business was integral, and COSE was integral in supporting all of those measures, and they're vital to not only the economic development of the region, but to the health of our companies.
Never been a more pleasant experience than when you're advocating on behalf of an issue with an elected official or with a public official where you can say, this is important to all businesses. That combination is incredibly powerful.
Today, COSE is one of the jewels of our community. The small business people are involved everywhere. Entrepreneurship is respected, in fact, admired. But today it's well respected. People seek COSE's opinion. They're in every board and every committee. In fact, one of the great problems, as I understand it, is fending people off. Everybody wants COSE involved, which is a great thing.